Let's hit the high road. Let's hit the high road.
Hey everybody, welcome to High Road to Humanity. I'm Nancy Urel and welcome to my show. Today we are going to talk about some of the spiritual laws, because the spiritual laws are it's the glue that holds everything together. I'm always talking about energy, and if you've read my book, Wake Up, the Universe is Speaking to You, I'm really into the energetics. I've also written a book about angels, and in the angel book, I talk about the spiritual laws and I pick out few spiritual laws that I think are really super important. So today I'd like to share some of those with you. I was on a podcast promoting my book this morning with Diane Wing out of Philadelphia, and she was such an awesome host. And we talked about some of these spiritual laws and how important it is, and how the energy works, and how the energy flows, and how people are starting to realize this and are paying attention. We talked about some of the angel signs and that type of thing. But today I want to talk about the spiritual laws. And the first spiritual law I want to talk about is to be true to yourself. And because you are a beautiful soul. And we tend not to put ourselves first, and we need to. When we put ourselves first, it means we love ourselves. We care about ourselves. And that energy of loving and caring about yourself does emit out into the universe. And what we attract is loving people back. So it's really, I think I know we've been taught incorrectly in society, oh, love everybody. But what about you? Love yourself. So I'm going to read a little bit about this. So, do not be afraid to be who you truly are and to say what you truly stand for. Your true essence is held in your heart and your soul. Your trust yourself, your intuition, that feeling inside of your heart and soul. Learning to trust yourself is not an easy feat. Your confidence will automatically grow as you begin to get in touch with your inner self. You will reach that point when you know you have made the best choices for yourself, not caring about what others may think of you, okay? Or how they will react to your choices. It's peaceful knowing that you're on your path. Many people refer to this behavior as being your authentic self, okay? Living your best life. Remember, energy is everything. So whatever we put out is what we get back. The vibrations of our thoughts and our words and our emotions go out into the universe and they are received back to us. So whatever you're putting out comes back, regardless of your religion, whether you say God, whether you say higher power, this is how the universe works. And I just really want to impress upon everyone how important it is to love you. Okay. It's just like when you're on the airplane and they say, put on your mask first because you can't help anybody else unless you're good. So when you go with the flow, and this is really big, Jesus talked about this. When you go with the flow and be who you truly are, you're more in tune with the universe, the energetic powers that be, and life will begin to flow more smoothly for you. It's really important. This is just a state of being, right? It's really important that you guys do this. A Canadian researcher by the name of Francis Nixon was a pioneer in the study of vivaxis, the spiritual spirit spiral of life. Sorry. He said that the vivaxis is your life axis, your energy umbilical cord to the planet. I like this. This is so cool. It's where you plug into the earth. So that's why I talk about grounding and plugging into the earth and getting that energy. This is the connection to the earth. Vivaxin is a Latin word. It means life and center. And he demonstrates that the earth energy healing frequency from our planet's core is connected to an individual's own energetic field. Right? I always say this, get that energy from Mother Earth. Go out, take your shoes off. It's summertime, you guys. Let's do this. Connect. It really will make a difference and it's very healing. And when you go out, you guys, I get so excited about this. And you stand with your shoes off, whether it's on the beach in the sand or whether it's on the ground in the grass, you can feel the energy coming up from the bottom of your feet. And it's just so healing. And I always say, Mother Earth, heal me, Mother Earth, heal my body. It's whatever intention you put out. So whatever you need, go ahead and just say it, put that intention out there. I do talk about being truthful and honest also as one of the spiritual laws because The universe knows your honest energy or your dishonest energy. So again, we're back to the same principle. If you're not honest with yourself or with other people, then that's the energy that goes out to the universe, and people are going to be dishonest with you. And so, again, it's the same principle. Whatever you put out, you get back. All right. Another one I want to talk about is forgive and let it go. This is a tough one. So, forgive all who have offended you, not for them, but for yourself. And that's by Harriet Nelson. I love that quote. The most important truth I can disclose to you about forgiveness is when you forgive others, you free yourself. That's it. I must be honest and say this because true forgiveness is feeling the forgiveness in your heart and in your soul. And that's when you let go of the hurt. We all get hurt. And a lot of times we carry that burden with us. But it's time to just let it go. Forgive. Not for them, for you. We're back to you, right? So often people hold a grudge and would like to seek revenge of some sort when they have been treated unfairly. I'm sure you can relate to the vengeful emotions that can arise when a disagreement or an offensive word or gesture is said to you, but you don't have to be vengeful. You don't have to retaliate. The universe takes care of this on your behalf. That's what I'm talking about. So just let it go because they put that negative energy out there and it's going to come back to them. So you don't have to do anything. Let the universe, let God let go, right? Let go, let God. Okay, when you do not forgive each other, it does bring dis-ease into the body. Okay, this is where dis-ease comes from. And when we have health issues, the culprit is the cause of our energy fields being out of balance. And this is why it's so important that we stay in a high vibration and stay joyful. This is why I'm always like, okay, you got to connect to the earth and connect to the divine energy and your angel too, because that high vibration comes into your body. Remember, we're energy, we're full of energy, and it brings up your vibration. Just think of us like we're plugging into a higher electric charge. You're charging yourself up, is what you're doing. So, these are some things that I wanted to talk about today. I've always talked about you reap what you sow, so I will mention that whatever seeds you're planting right now is what you're growing. So be careful about what you're planting. This is interesting. One of the fifth spiritual law that I talk about in my angel book is opening our hearts to receive love and sending out the love vibration to others because it does create harmony and bliss. So this fifth spiritual law is let the love flow. Okay. So the spiritual law of unconditional love reveals that love is the healing miracle we are all searching for. And it truly is the fulfillment we yearn for. Love fills our heart and our soul with the highest frequency there is. And when this happens, miracles do occur. The spiritual law is that when you send out love, you receive the love back and often tenfold. So the energy love is powerful and it will heal the body, mind, and your spirit. So I believe that what everyone on the planet is searching for is love. It really is. We all just want to be loved and accepted, right? We all want to be seen. This is what I've learned. We all want to be seen. We want to be heard. We want to be acknowledged, loved, and accepted. That's what we're all searching for. Sometimes people buy things because they think, oh, I'll be happy if I have that. But it's what's inside. It's the love that comes from the inside, not things from the outside. So go within. This is why you hear this a lot. Go within. And what do they mean? They mean, when people say go within, they mean go within and work on yourself. What happened in childhood that you need to release? What happened in adulthood that you need to release, right? What are you holding on to? Who do you need to forgive? Get that stuff away from you and hang around with people who are high energy and high vibration. Change it up. So it's my advice for you for today. Let's see what other spiritual laws I want to talk about. I do talk about a lot in the Bible in my book. And there are many people who quote First Corinthians from the Bible. And I do put in my book the way that my Bible Here at Home reads, and it's a little different. So you can read that if you'd like. It's pretty interesting. I won't get into that. But the sixth spiritual law that I talk about is taking care of and honoring Mother Earth. And when I was talking about connecting to that energy, Mother Earth is really, the Earth is living. It's a living entity. It's energy, just like we are. So we must honor Mother Earth because this is where we live. This is where we reside, and she lets us stay here. This is our home, the place where we live and breathe. The earth provides us with our food to nourish our bodies and water to quench our thirst, the air to fill our lungs and breathe freely, and fire to warm ourselves. So the earth provides so that we may not only survive and live as healthy, energetic people, but thrive if we choose to. Okay. So Mother Earth, like I mentioned, is also energetic. She's a living, breathing, and feeling entity that we call planet Earth. She is as alive as you and I, okay? She reminds us of the feminine aspect of life. The goddess has come back into our lives, as many are discovering. And the goddess, when people talk about goddess, it's the feminine energies that are emerging in our world right now because we're coming back into balance. For a long time, we've had the male and the scales have been tipped this way. Now the female energies have come back. And this is what we're talking about coming into balance. Male and female energies equal. And when they're equal, there is balance. And this is what's happening right now. It's always gone towards the male. Now it's going back to the female, and we're coming into balance. Okay, really exciting stuff. Um, there's a lot of loss of respect for our planet, and that's where you see a lot of the earthquakes, hurricanes. I see a lot of man-made storms and things like that. And I'm sure Mother Earth's not real happy about that kind of situation. So just like the oceans and the seas, carry all these different animals with them. When it comes to drinking and staying hydrated, we rely on that water. So it's just really important that we take care of our environment. I'm not so much over the top that, oh gosh, global warming, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe in that, but I do believe we need to take care of Mother Earth, and pick up and honor the earth. I think that's it. Honor where we live. This is where we live. And we want it to be nice for our children and for our grandchildren. So it's really important. Well, let me pick out one more law here. And God, this is like a huge one. And I talked about it on an interview I did today. And it's the 11th spiritual law to not judge another person. Okay. Judgment of each other must stop as we are all souls with no idea what another person came here to learn and experience in this lifetime. And that's my quote. That's for me. Living in a material world is not very easy, and people are judged by their appearance, clothing, car, position, home, and the list goes on. Unfortunately, much of humanity finds it difficult to practice non-judgment. People see a person on the outside, but we don't take enough time to peer into the inside of each other. We seem to judge other people without even knowing who they are as a person at soul level. Once you become aware and look a little bit deeper, you begin to recognize the judgment you are making and the judgment that others are making of you. And then this law is very easy to follow. I want to read a scripture, Matthew 7:1-2. Do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. So that's really important. When I was on the show today, I was talking about Archangel Gabriel, and he brought forth a message of peace. And I just want to say, kudos to Trump on whether you like him or not. He's bringing about a lot of world peace. You see a lot of he's a peacemaker. I love it. And when I was channeling Archangel Gabriel, he brought in a message about peace. And so I'm going to ask him again to come in. I'm only going to be on here for a little bit. I want to just come in and talk about the spiritual laws, give everybody a quick reminder. But I'm going to bring in Archangel Gabriel and bring forth a message for you guys, for humanity today. So let me see what we can do here. And he's with me. He is the messenger angel. And Gabriel, what's your message for today? Peace be with you. Souls of planet Earth. Blessings to all who hear and see the words that I speak to you. Nancy tells you about the vibration of the words and the meaning and the results. You're learning to pay attention to your thoughts, your words, your emotions as they do change your vibration. And you are connecting to higher vibrations on each other at a quicker pace. This is uplifting for the angels, myself, as well as all of the angels who are here to guide and help you and comfort you. We see more peace coming upon the planet. We see the vibration going higher, not as quickly as we would like to see, but it is happening. Feel the vibration, feel the sunshine. Your sun is brighter. There are reasons behind this. The energy in the sun is bringing forth healing and helping to speed up the process. This will also bring about peace in your world. Peace be with you. Wow. So that's what he has to say. That was pretty cool. That was a good message. Kind of made me a little dizzy there. But I hope that resonates with you guys. If you want a psychic reading, if you want to take my angel class, if you want an energy healing, we can do it on Zoom. Go ahead and go to my website, nancyyearout.com. If you'd like for me to speak at your event, go ahead and go to nancyyearout.com or just email me, nancyyearout@gmail.com. Look, you guys, I hope you have a fabulous week. If you want to learn about energy, you can pick up my book, Wake Up, the Universe is Speaking to You. If you want to hear about the angels and what I was reading from today, it's a guide to angel communication and spiritual laws. And this was published by Collective Inc. out of the UK. And God bless them. All right, everybody have a fabulous weekend and God bless.
Hold your head high, the world is coming. Watch the colors lift your soul. Connect the dots and keep the motion. Can achieve your goal. Let's hit the high.